welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren. If you don't know me, I am the owner and founder of Closet Ecology, which is a secondhand clothing, shoe, and accessory business that is primarily based on eBay and Poshmark. And yeah, this is my side hustle, part-time gig, and this is my journey in turning that into my full-time job. So the thrift stores are open. I'm so excited. I found some really great stuff, so I'm gonna cut to the chase, just get into it, and show you that super awesome find that you saw in the thumbnail very soon. So I have a lot to get through, or a decent amount, so I am going to just jump right in. So the first thing I have is this beautiful pair of mules. This is just chemical reaction, which is nothing special. However, these are leather. They're this beautiful, like, little tooled stamped leather, really dramatic, like super pointed toe, on trend, super cute, size 7, leather, awesome. The next item is something that I had a really hard time letting myself list. It is actually a little bit too big for me, so I'm going to list them, but this is one of my favorite designers of all time, and that is Eileen Fisher. She just makes beautiful clothes. She's just an incredible person, and everything from how the clothing is made to what it's made of is pretty incredible. So yeah, just love her stuff. So there's beautiful, like, cutout detail, stacked heel shoes. I'm not really sure what to call these. They're a 9.5, and they're in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of wear on the bottom, but honestly the inside is pretty pristine. So yeah, I should be able to get a good amount for these guys. Next pair of shoes is a pair of UGG flats. So these are not quite like a loafer, but they're kind of a little bit of a cross between a flat and a loafer. Sherpa lined, great shape, 7.5, and yeah, these the comps looked really good on these too, so I was happy to find those. I did pick up a pair of boots. So I pick up items year-round if they are the right type of item and the right price. So that was the case for these. These are just 9 West, but they are super cute. Nice chunky wrapped suede block heel, leather bottoms, just really nice, size 10. Yeah, I really like those, so I picked them up. I'm gonna move on to accessories. I have a couple belts to show you. The first one is this beautiful, I'm sure that you can, or hope that you can see this beautiful hardware, but it's like a sun or a daisy. I'm not really sure what it is. I'll probably put both of those in the keywords. But it's this like super boho vibe belt. It says a fossil belt. There is some wear to the hardware, but I find, or in the buckle, but I find that that is not really that big of a deal, especially if it's a pretty unique belt and if it's high quality, which Fossil does make some great leather products. The next belt is, it's actually just Express, but again, with that kind of boho, like Western vibe, I can see somebody wearing this with like a maxi dress or like a peasant blouse, like high-waisted, really, really pretty. It is a little bit warped just from how somebody stored it, so I am gonna just have to reshape it a little bit, but that shouldn't be too hard. And yeah, I just really like the style of it, so I got that. Next piece is, so this is actually from a consignment store, but I'm including it in this because yeah, I picked it up for a thrift price because they were having a clearance sale, and this happened to be there, really reasonably priced. And yeah, so this is a Rebecca Minkoff. If you are familiar with her bags, this is the classic Mini Mac style with this studded detail on the bottom, dark gunmetal hardware, super cool. I really like the juxtaposition of the dark hardware with this like beautiful blush velvet velour detail. There is a little bit of wear on the buckle there, and it's mostly come out, but there was some dark spots on the back from where somebody's jeans have rubbed on the back of the bag, which is pretty common for crossbody bags, but I was able to take a shout wipe to it and most of it came off, so I think I'm going to be good there. This is a very well constructed bag. I have found Rebecca Minkoff many times and they've just been in too poor of condition for me to resell, but this guy was great. And again, it's a classic Rebecca Minkoff style, so and I think this would be great for spring, so I picked that up. This next one, this one is very special, and again, hard for me not to keep for myself. I may carry it a few times just because it's beautiful, but I about died when I saw this. I couldn't believe it, and the price that it was. Yes. If you're familiar with vintage Coach bags, you know what this is right away. The camera is not picking up the true color of this, but it's this beautiful like mint spring color. It's gorgeous. It is so well constructed. It does have some flaws. It has some spots, like, so I have cleaned this bag, but I'm not going to do much more to it than just the quick cleaning that I did. It has some spots and some discoloration, but and some wear to the brass, which is pretty normal. The vintage Coach bags have brass hardware, but they do have like a coating on top of them that can wear over time, and you can repolish that a little bit so it doesn't look as beat up, but that's part of the vintage charm, so I'm going to leave it as is and let the buyer decide. So some tips for authenticating vintage Coach bags. Of course, you want to look at the stitching, make sure everything is uniform. The leather is incredibly high quality. Vintage Coach bags, before they were really kind of mass produced, I mean, they were, you know, mass produced, but before they were like, you know, the bags we see today, they were, I don't know, just a little bit more special. And there is the creed stamped on the inside. You won't be able to see it, but all the spelling is correct, the font is correct, and this one has a style number, which not all of them do, and that does check out, but I will triple check and make sure that this is authentic before selling. But I think I'm probably going to price this on the high side, even with the condition, just because it's special, it's pretty unique, it's a unique color, and yeah, perfect for the season. So I'm excited to get that listed. And then I'm going to share a couple arbitrage items that I have. I do have some other arbitrage items, but they're either listed and put away, or yeah, they're just not here right now. So I'll get through those quickly. First is a pair of mother jeans. These are a very popular style. I can't remember what they're called. They're the insider crop with the step fray hem in the after party wash, which is a deep denim color. Mother jeans, here's the telltale M mother logo, are pretty much always a yes for me if I find them, which is not very often. Ooh, sorry. They're a 28, and yeah, these sell pretty much like hotcakes for me. Very desirable, very insanely expensive retail, so people actively seek them out on the used market. So keep your eye out for mother jeans. The next arbitrage item is just a Adriano Goldschmied Jody flare cropped high-rise distressed pair of jeans. They're 29, new with tags. This style in particular has done well for me in the past used, so I'm thinking that new with tags is going to do even better, and it's a good size, desirable, distressing, and yeah, so those should sell pretty fast for me. And yeah, looking forward to that. So the next item is not super exciting, but just bread and butter. This is a Lane Bryant new with tag little flutter sleeve top. Now this is, even though it's new with tags, it does have a flaw that I missed. There's a hole. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. So I did list this on eBay for pretty cheap, but I'll still be able to make money on it even with the flaw. The next item is this beautiful Tahari Arthur Levine white pinstripe blazer. White is super in right now, and this style is pretty in. This is actually new with tags. It did retail for $250. Tahari retails for a lot. All the levels do. There's different tiers or levels, if you want to call it. But yeah, I picked this up because it was new with tags and it's trendier type of style. The next piece is just a Talbot skirt, but I loved it because it's kind of this mod 60s moment. Really cute. Yeah, it's actually got a lot of interest on it, so I'm hoping that this sells quickly. I have another Tahari, suit set. And the reason I picked this up is because it has a special element of interest, which is these really cute anchor nautical buttons. So it's a nautical theme, which that is a keyword. If you are not familiar with that, people actively search for nautical items. And yeah, if this was just a plain blazer, I probably would not have, or set, I probably would not have picked it up, but because it has that extra element of interest, I did. So, sorry, my battery is dying, so I'm trying to get through this really quickly. I'll probably pick a few more things and then just go straight to the grand finale. So, let's see. I have this beautiful Talbot's dress. Again, just Talbot's, but look at this print. I thought this was so darling. It's got pockets, knee length, really beautiful sweetheart neckline. And yeah, it's got a lot of interest on it, and I expect that this will sell pretty quickly. And yeah, I pick up Talbot's pieces if they are in great shape, unique styles, or if they're plus size, which, speaking of, I do have another Talbot's piece. This one is new with tags. Another blazer, the Grace fit, I think. But it's a 16 petite, which plus size and petite does very well for me with Talbot's, especially new with tags. This one also has a lot of interest on it. It's already listed, so I project that this will sell pretty quickly, probably the $30 to $40 range. So, let's see. I'm going to share this, and then I'm going to share the grand finale because, again, I don't want to run out of battery. Okay, so I have another Eileen Fisher piece. This is actually new with tags. It's this cotton nylon duster, but it's almost like a jacket. It's kind of got like a swishy type of, I don't know if you'll be able to hear that sound to it. Now, it does not have the size tag, which is kind of a bummer. And if you know anything about Eileen Fisher, she is one of the queens, I should say, of lag-in looks. So meaning sizing is going to be all over the place. So this does fit me, and it fits me more like a regular size. So it's probably like a size small, but a variety of sizes could wear this. So worst case scenario, if I decide to not list it, I will gladly keep it because it is super cute. But yeah, if I do sell it though, and I'm able to find or figure out a sizing on it, it should go for a decent amount because this is a current style and it's new with tags. So, all right. So when this is so funny because all these items, which I'm not going to get to all of them, have been purchased again over several different thrift trips. I've been kind of popping in here and there when I've had some extra time running errands. But on my first trip back, I had a feeling, I felt like going, and I knew I go a lot based on intuition. I know that might sound silly to some people, but I just have a feeling when I'm going to find something great. And they had just rolled out a new rack of items. On that rack were these Tahari blazers with a ton of other Tahari blazers and other higher end blazers that I actually left a lot of that behind. And they were all in similar sizes. And then I saw this one sitting on that new rack. I touched it, it felt high quality. I saw that it said made in Italy on this tag here. So I just grabbed it really quick, threw it in my cart, and then I saw the horse bit detail and about had a heart attack. So this is a Gucci blazer. This is the first time that I have found Gucci while thrifting. I've found many other high-end designers while thrifting, but it is not something that happens every day. Trust me. So yes. So I am fairly certain that this is authentic. It does need some cleaning, and if I can get it cleaned up, I will be getting it professionally authenticated, because if it's cleaned up and it has like a certificate of authenticity, that's just going to make the value of it skyrocket, and I might be able to get a few $100s out of this. So major score. All the hardware, the buttons say, you won't be able to see it, but they say Gucci, stamped very clearly and uniformly, how Gucci does. It's just, this blazer's darling. It's a linen blend. I have steamed this, so I've killed any bacteria or anything, but it unfortunately has a lot of underarm staining. You probably won't be able to see it, but maybe, yeah, you can right here. So that is not a shadow, that is staining. That happens if you wear aluminum-based deodorant, which, little side note speech here, if you are still using aluminum-based deodorants, please stop and look into the harmful effects that it has on your body. But that's a different video for another day that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. But it does leave stains on your clothing. Yeah, and there's a little bit of yellowing on the top here. So this was very loved, and again, just based on the other high-end items that were in similar sizes, donated at the same time, I have reason to believe that this is authentic. But the thing that's thrown me off a little bit is that the inside label, the inside Gucci label, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the stitching on that looks a little bit weird. So whenever stitching is something that is almost always a telltale sign of something being fake. So, but yeah, so for that reason, I'm not going to sell this until it's cleaned and authenticated, because I want to be extra cautious. That's the downside of selling items that are really high end, is that there's a little bit more of a risk with them. Even if you are sure that they're authentic, if you don't have a certificate of authenticity, say that 10 times fast, you can, yeah, it can be a little bit risky, and you don't want to ever get accused of selling things that are not authentic. So I will take every precaution and try to get this cleaned and authenticated. I guess that if, worst case scenario, if I ruin this blazer by cleaning it, I am going to take the hardware off and sell that, because actually people do buy hardware from high-end pieces, and I will find it a new life that way. But for now, I'm going to try to save it. But so that's my haul, you guys. I will be posting more hauls now that things are starting to open up. I've found a lot of really great things, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when I post new content. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye.